Yeah. Today we will see, first we will see the database connection, how to connect with the database and how to retrieve the records. After that we will see some of the JDK5 features, the remaining features.
Okay.
Okay, it's an interesting topic, the database connection, how to connect with the database and how to retrieve the records. It will not take much time.
Okay.
Okay, this is a simple Java project I created, DB connection.
Mm-hmm.
So first, right, to connect with the database, we need some database, like some database samples like Oracle, MySQL, Sybase,
Mm-hmm.
NoSQL. There are so many databases available in market. So we'll take any one database and we'll try to connect with that. And if you know how to connect with one database, and the rest of the database is also similar,
Okay. Okay.
almost equal. There is no much difference. Only two parameters will change. That parameters I will tell you. Rest of the things are same.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
Manohar, before I forget, I haven't gotten the video yesterday. Is it?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I will upload. I will upload today as part of the today video.
Okay. Okay.
I thought I uploaded it. Definitely, I will upload today. I
Okay.
forgot actually. Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. So now, right. Let me close all those things. Okay. This is a simple class what I created, and inside that, what I want to do. First, I want to retrieve the connection. First, I want to connect with the database. Okay, that is my first goal. DB connection. Okay. So what I want to do, I'm trying to get connection. So get connection. This is a method. What it will do, it will connect to database and it will give you a connection. So by
Okay.
using that connection, you can able to do what are the operations you want. Like if you want to insert some records, or if you want to retrieve some records, if you want to delete some records, you can able to do by
Mm-hmm.
using that connection. So connection is the base point to interact with the database.
Okay.
That is the first point. And the second point, what I want to tell you. So as per our sample, demo purpose, I will use MySQL database.
Okay.
So if you want to use Oracle, there is no difference. Only there's two fields we need to change it. That two fields anyway when I'm writing the program. So that time I will tell you.
So get connection is an inbuilt method, is it?
Get connection we have to implement.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm writing my own method. So inside that I will write some piece of code which will interact with the database and which will connect, which will give you a connection.
Okay.
Okay. So let me first write. Long back I told you class dot for name. Maybe in first class.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was explaining the exceptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that time public void. So this is the class dot for name, right? So here we need to pass like for which database you want to connect. You want to connect with MySQL, or you want to connect with Oracle, or you want to connect with Sybase. So that for every database having its own driver name.
Mm-hmm.
So in market there is so many databases there, right? So for every database having its own driver name. Say for
Mm-hmm.
instance, we are trying to connect with MySQL. So for MySQL also having its own driver name.
Okay.
So if you want to know the driver name, right? If you just go to Google and it's available. I'll show you MySQL driver class name. So you'll get it. Did you see there? com.mysql.jdbc driver. This is MySQL. The same way you can type, you will get for Oracle also. Oracle this is Oracle. This is for MySQL, first one, and this is second is for Oracle, and third one is for DB2, and this is for Sybase.
Okay.
So these are the unique names for every database.
Okay.
So you can let's say for instance we will take this one mysql.jdbc.driver.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to take the database name and we have to keep here. So this is the first step.
Okay.
Basically, if you see this one, right, it's kind of package and class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where is this class is available? So far we don't have this class. So
Mm-hmm.
to
So
get
we
the
have to import it.
yes, we have to import it. So that is the first one. To import that one, we need some kind of reference or jar, right? We have not created this jar. I'm sorry, this class. So for that purpose, what every vendors, right? If you will buy MySQL license, they will give you a jar, this class to you.
Mm.
So how to get that class? MySQL. So they will give you this jar.
Mm.
So you can copy that jar into your local somewhere wherever you want, and you have to refer that jar to your project. So how to refer that one? Just right click, properties.
Mm.
There is a where is the Java build path? So there is a third option called Java build path.
Mm-hmm.
Click that one. Click libraries and
Mm.
add external jars.
Okay.
Now go to desktop. Where is that jar? So this jar you will get as part of the vendor. Vendor will provide this jar.
Okay.
So you can add that jar to your project. Now this class is available in your in your project.
Okay.
Okay. And the second point is so the class dot for name is a method. So
Mm-hmm.
it will throw an exception type class not found. So it's a checked exception. So
Mm-hmm.
whether you have to provide try catch or you have to provide throw.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do, I will provide throw.
Okay.
So now step one is done. Now so what it will do, it will create an object basically. It will
Okay.
create an object for this class
Mm.
and it will keep in heap. So that is the purpose of this line.
Mm.
It will create an object and it will keep inside your heap. Now the second one is, so there is another call driver manager. So driver manager is a class and it is available under java.sql package.
Mm.
Okay. Instead the driver manager, there is a get connection. So inside the driver manager class, there is a method called get connection.
Mm.
So what it will do, it will take the arguments, some of
Mm.
the arguments. What is that arguments, to which database you want to connect, and what is the URL where that in which location that server got deployed, and what is the URL,
Okay.
and what is the username and password to connect to the server. We need to pass URL,
Mm.
username, password, three parameters.
Okay.
So in my local, right, I already installed that MySQL server.
Mm.
Just for testing purpose, what I did, I installed MySQL server. If you see there is Oracle and this is MySQL.
Mm.
So MySQL already installed in my local machines. Say for instance, the MySQL server is installed in some other location.
Mm.
So they will give you a URL. So how URL
Okay.
is look like? I'll show you the sample one. Yeah, let me copy. This is the URL.
Mm.
So you will get this one as part of database vendors. They will give you the URL.
Okay.
So the URL you have to paste the first one. So right now the URL the MySQL I installed in my local machine, so it is telling localhost.
Mm.
If the same thing, if it is installed in some other server name, so you will get the server name,
Okay.
IP name something, and this is a standard for MySQL.
Can I go to the other folder? Whatever
Yeah, which folder you are telling?
the one which showed before, where you got this repairman.
This one?
No, this is where you got the driver from, right?
Yes, yes. This is a jar basically. Yeah.
Oh, the other one is a link. If you wrote
Uh,
that.
link is this is a sample program. I written for some other team. So this is a standard.
Oh, okay.
So this is the server location, basically MySQL server location. After that, what is the username to connect with the database? They will give
So
some
where did
username.
you get this information? This repairman?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get you.
Where did you get this JDBC, MySQL, localhost? Where did you
Yeah.
get this
So
information?
this is the standard URL for MySQL server.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the standard. It will not change.
Okay.
So this is the first three. These are standard, and this will change based on the location.
Hmm.
We mean right now it is there in my local, right? So I can give localhost or my IP address. If it is installed in your machine, then you have to give your IP address.
Okay. Uh, and
After
this
that,
repairman and all is just local.
yes, no, I will tell you. After that is the port number.
Mm-hmm.
Every server having its own port number, right? So this is the port number. So they will give the port number also. After that, inside MySQL, there is so many databases are available. Say for
Mm-hmm.
instance, so this is MySQL server. Okay, inside that there is so many instances they will create. This is part. This is one piece. This is one piece. This is it's a MySQL is a big database. Inside that, so this is they will create one part. So inside this they will create multiple tables.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple tables. They will group a set of tables in with one particular name.
Mm-hmm.
So here 20 tables is there, and this name is repairman.
Okay.
Here 30 tables is there. These 30 tables they will group together and they will give you one particular name.
Mm-hmm.
This is called instance name.
Okay.
In one instance, you will get multiple tables.
Okay.
So these tables basically it's a separate course. Like if you say like Oracle and all, right? So they will in that course I used to tell like how to create a table and how to create a table and how to insert the data by using command. Like
Mm.
let me show you some sample one. So this is the MySQL connector.
Mm.
So if you connect with the MySQL server, right? So let me close it and let me connect for you. So let me open MySQL server. So now I'm trying to connect to the MySQL server. So it is asking password. The password I'm entering. So now I can able to connect to the MySQL server. So this is basically a database. So inside this database, there is so many instances there. Instance means this circle, small circles.
Mm-hmm.
In each small circle having multiple bunch of tables. So that tables, say for instance, let me show you how many. Um, yeah. So these are the databases are available in MySQL. Database means instances.
Mm-hmm.
One instance name is information schema. Second instance name is MySQL, and third instance name is performance schema. Fourth one is repairman.
Mm.
These are the so many instances is there. So if you take any small instance inside that multiple tables is there. So say for our example, I'm selecting select. Now there is so many data. I mean, instance is there. Which instance you want to use? You need to select use repairman.
Mm-hmm.
You got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm using. I selected a particular. I selected this one. Say for instance, this is a repairman. Now I want to see how many tables is there inside the repairman.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a command called show tables. 3 tables is there.
Mm-hmm.
So now I want to see in a particular table how many records is there.
Mm-hmm.
Select star from customer underscore info. So this is the, if you select a particular table name called customer info, there is
Mm-hmm.
this many records is there.
Yes. Okay.
So now I want to retrieve these records from our Java program.
Okay.
So this is the our goal.
Mm-hmm.
Now directly we are seeing records in Oracle MySQL server. Now I want to see these records in my SQL server, by using MySQL, sorry, Java program. I don't want to use MySQL directly. I want to see these records. Total how many is there? 9 is there. So these 9 records I want to see in my Java program.
Okay.
So MySQL server is different. Our Java program is different. So our Java program is communicating with MySQL server.
Okay.
So we got it right. So this is the table name. Customer info is the table name, and the instance name is repairman. So this is the main server name, and inside that server, this is one of the instance name.
Okay.
I want to connect this instance, and I want to retrieve a particular table record.
Okay.
And this is the username.
What does it mean by instance name?
Instance name means a small circle.
Okay.
Inside that, multiple tables are there. Like repairman is one instance name. Inside repairman, right now I think 3 tables are there.
Okay.
See, so these are the table names. And instance name is repairman.
Okay.
So tables underscore in underscore repairman. Did you see there?
Yes, yes.
So this is the instance name, and these are the table names.
Okay.
And I selected one particular table, customer info, and this is the records, 9 records. You got it right?
Yes.
Okay, now go back to your program. After that, what I had to give? I had to give the username. Username is root, and after that I had to give a valid password. So this is some valid password. Okay, DriverManager is a class, and get connection is a method, and it will throw an exception of type SQLException. This is a checked exception. So whether I had to provide try catch or I had to throw the exception. So I'm rethrowing that exception. So now these are fine. Okay, now after that, whenever you are calling get connection, it will give you a connection. So these are the existing classes. So we need to import this connection class. This connection we have to import it from SQL. Yeah. So DriverManager, inside the DriverManager get connection is a method. If you call this method by passing all your server information, it will give you a connection. It will create a connection for the server, and it will give the connection to you, and you can use that connection. So now connection is ready. Now let me return that connection. Return con. So far it's clear, right? Now we have a connection. Now we have a return a method, and which will give you the connection. Okay, now I don't want to return connection. I want to retrieve records from here only. Let me remove this return. Now we have connection, right? After that, what you have to do, by using connection, we have to write a query. Query means we have to write a query. In that query, we have to mention a table name. From which table you want to retrieve the records? I want to retrieve records from customer info.
Okay.
So for that, we need to create a statement. Okay. From the connection state, we got a connection. From connection, we are creating a separate object called statement by calling create statement method. Okay. Now we have a statement object. The third step is con dot execute query. So this is the main. So here we need to mention your table name.
Okay.
So far we mentioned instance name, and here we need to mention the table name. So what is our table name? Table name is customer info. Little bit up. So this is the table name, customer info. Okay. If you see in MySQL the console, to get these records, what I did type here, select star from something. So this is called query. The same query now we have to execute from our Java code.
Okay.
So instead of in MySQL, we need to execute that query from our Java program. Select star from customer.
So is there a way to check from Java if if you're able to successfully connect?
Yeah, that we can check. I will show you that failures, some negative scenarios also.
Okay, okay. No, no. I mean, what I was saying was, I mean, without checking, we don't have to. We cannot. We shouldn't be even going further about writing queries and all those, right? First, we need to make sure the connection is
Yeah, if no connection, it will give null pointer exception here. If
okay.
there is no, if the table name is wrong, it will give you a SQL exception invalid table. There is so
Oh,
many exceptions you will get.
okay, okay.
That's what we are throwing exception, right?
Okay, okay.
Say for
Okay.
instance, if you didn't uploaded the jar,
Hmm.
you will get class not found.
Okay.
Okay. Say for instance, you had given wrong URL,
Hmm.
you will get SQL exception. Say for
Okay.
instance, you had given wrong password,
Hmm.
it will give SQL exception, unable to connect to the server. Say for
No.
instance, this table is not there, you will get SQL exception with that message.
Okay.
That's what these exceptions.
Okay.
These are the negative scenarios. I will show you some negative scenarios also. Okay. Now we can able to execute. Now we have a connection and we are executing this query, select star from customer info. So what it will give you a bunch of results,
Yes.
maybe nine records. So that it will give a bunch of results as a result set.
Yes.
Result set. Now we have a result set, and inside this result set we have 9 records.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to iterate that records. We have to iterate and we need to see whether we need to see each column. So this one we used to call as a rows. 9 rows and how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, some 7 rows. Okay. Okay. 9 rows and some 7 columns. Okay. We will
Okay.
see that records how many rows and columns came back to our Java program. So to run this program, I will call from my main method public static. Okay. So this is the static method. So I can able to call from my main method directly.
Okay.
Get connection. So whenever I'm calling this method is throwing.
These two exceptions.
So whether I have to provide try catch or I have to throw back again.
Hmm.
So because these are the checked exceptions. So
Yes.
I'm throwing back. I'm not providing any try exception handling. So now let me run it and we will see whether you will get.
So whatever exceptions you define in the subclass, you'll have to define those exceptions in the main class as well.
If they are
Being passed.
checked exceptions, but if these exceptions are checked exceptions, then only that is in that case definitely you have to provide the try catch or throw. If they are not
What is the checked exception means again?
checked exceptions means definitely you have to provide try catch.
No, no. What is the checked exception? Uh,
That's what I'm telling you. Whenever you are calling any method, if it is throwing any exception
mhm.
of type checked exception, I mean you have to provide try catch. Some exceptions like null pointer exceptions and array index set bound, they are non-checked exceptions, runtime
Okay.
exceptions. That time you no need to provide any try catch. You got it right?
Yes.
But these are checked exceptions, so you have to provide try catch or throw definitely. Otherwise, your program will not compile.
So if you have a null pointer exception, then your program will still compile.
It will compile, it will execute, but when you are running the program, that time it will fail.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So that we used to call it as a runtime exceptions or
Right.
non-checked exceptions.
Okay. So we have only two types of exceptions, right?
Yes. Yeah. Another one is error, out of memory error.
That is according to the resources.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a kind of resources available, or I mean, what kind of hardware systems,
Yes. Yes. Got it.
external systems.
Got it.
It's not related to your program. It's related to your external systems or resources.
Got it.
Okay, now let me run it and we'll see did we get any exceptions. We didn't get any exception. Also, we are not writing any sysouts, so we are not getting anything in. Okay, let me write. I'm modifying the I'm changing the my password to 4. This is wrong password basically.
Okay.
Now let me run it and we'll see whether what will happen. See, now it's failed. See, it is
Yes.
telling access denied.
Okay.
Why? Because password is wrong. That's what it's telling. Access denied.
Okay. Okay.
So this is one negative scenario. Okay. Say for instance, this is the standard URL for MySQL.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to modify the URL. I added 2R. Did you see there?
Yes.
Driver. Now let me run it and we'll see. See, it's telling class not found.
Got it.
Class not found. This is the one. And when you are changing the username and password, you are getting SQL exceptions.
Okay.
So these are some negative scenarios.
Mm.
Say for instance, what I am trying to do, this table I am modifying a little bit.
Mm.
This table is not existing in our instance. Mm, So it is telling something that repairman doesn't exist.
Yes. What kind of exception we got?
Yeah.
My index error exception.
So if you see here MySQL syntax error exception. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a sub exception of SQL exception.
Oh, really? Where do you see that? You had to click on that, or?
Yeah, if you want to see that one, you have to click that one. But we are not able to see this one by because this is a jar, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to Google it. If you see in Google, you can able to see. This is a subclass of SQL exception. SQL
Okay.
exception is a super one, and MySQL is a sub exceptions
Got it. Okay.
child. So that we can able to return super one, so that it can able to handle any kind of child exceptions.
Got it.
Now let me fix this issue. Now it will compile properly. So now we have result set. Now we have to iterate each record and we have to display each column value.
So you need to use a loop.
Yes, correct. So for that purpose, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to use while loop.
Okay.
So while loop rs dot has next. So result set, right?
Mm.
So first time cursor will be on the top here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So whenever you will call next, right, cursor will come here
Oh,
for first row.
got it.
Okay. Now we are at first row. Now after that we have to read first column. What is the column name?
What is it?
Address underscore ID.
Mm-hmm.
So now let me print address underscore ID value I want to display plus how to read the column value rs dot get string. Here we need to pass the column name. What is the column name?
One.
Whether you have to pass
Oh, address ID.
you have to pass the
Mm-hmm.
number or column name. That is up to you. Say for instance I want to read only city, then
Mm-hmm.
you can pass city.
Got it.
Or else if you want to read column number wise, one first column, second column, third column, fourth column, that is up to you. Better
Okay.
suggestion is always read the columns by using the column names.
Okay.
So that is the best way. So why that is the best way? Say for instance after some days they removed this column.
Mm.
In your program you will refer as a 3.
Yeah, then your result will change.
Then you will get city instead of street you will get city.
Yes.
If you will mention address underscore ID,
Mm.
that will not be any problem. Okay, now just I'm trying to read one record. So
Mm.
now let me run and we'll see whether I can able to see the value or not. See there, I can able to see address IDs, right?
Okay. So what do we need to do for row?
So so for each row, right, rs dot next, it will come to the first row. It will read this one.
What if we need to display the whole row?
Yeah, that's what. Now I'm reading only one column.
Mm.
If I want to, if you let's suppose say for instance, if you want to see all the other values, then what you have to do here? You have to append here, comma, and what is the next row? Next column, sorry. What is the next column? Address underscore line 1.
So we have to specify each column like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that'll return the entire row.
Yes, yes. Right now I'm trying to read only two columns. So address ID 1 and address line 1.
But we will not be able to display it as a table like this, right?
Same as it is?
Yeah.
No, this is just UI, right? Now anyway you have raw data. You can do whatever you want. Say for instance, now I want to retrieve the city, not city. We will retrieve state. Why? Because state having different codes. So let me retrieve. Now you have the raw data, then you can display however you want.
Okay.
That is a display part, right? So that we can manage. What is that column name? State.
Okay.
So now let me run it. Now state also is displaying KA, KA, AP, KA something.
Yes.
So this is the way we can able to connect to the database and we can able to retrieve the records. Once after, your usage is done, what you have to do? You have to close the connection.
Yes.
Otherwise, what happened? If 100 people are there, 100 people are opening the connection. If they are not closing the connection, then what will happen? There is so many connections are open, they will get performance issues. So you have to close the connection. Then once your usage is done, then you have to close the connection. Otherwise, you will see the slowness. So this is the sample program to connect with the database. And if you want to use for Oracle, you have to change here the driver name like I showed you in Google, right? So you need to get the driver name and you need to get the server URL and corresponding username and password, and rest of the things are same. Here there is no change.
Okay.
And here there is a change. To which table you want to connect and what columns you want to retrieve. This is the standard program to connect with the database by using Java program.
Okay.
This is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. And now we will go back to our last one. We were at JDK 5 feature, something we were discussing, right? Okay. Okay, in JDK 5 features, there is another com.jdk for loop. Okay, this is a simple class I have created, enhanced for loop. Okay, I will tell you what is the enhanced for loop and what is it. So far, right? We take integer all equal to so let's suppose if we have this array, so how we are iterating this one? We are writing for loop, right? For we are writing for integer I equal to 0, I less than all dot length I plus plus, and after that we are printing here I. So this is the way we are doing, right? For I equal to 0, all less than length I plus plus, then we are running the program. Then it will display all the numbers.
Okay.
Sorry, not all the numbers. Let me all of I. Yeah. So we need to read the elements from the array, and if you run this program, you will get the elements 12, 34, 56, 999 something. Okay, this is the sample program, and this is the traditional way we are using from so many years. Okay, now in JDK5, so we have a new feature called enhanced for loop. So they redefine this program, this for loop. Why? Because we are writing the same for loop from a decade.
Hmm.
So what is that for loop called? Enhanced for loop. So there is a keyword called for each. Okay. So here, right, what is your array? So this is your array. So
Hmm.
first, right, we need to pass your array. So what is the data type?
Int.
Int. So declare int and give one variable name.
Mm-hmm.
Then write here sysout. And now for just for testing purpose, I will comment out the top one. Okay, now let me run it and we will see whether what results we will get it. You will get same results, right?
Hmm. Okay.
So this is the way they redefine the for loop.
Okay. So this is just for arrays.
Yes, any kind of array.
Hmm.
You can take float array. You can take here float.
Hmm.
Here you need to keep
Float.
float. Then run it.
Got it.
If you take double, keep double. If you take your own class object, customer
Hmm.
here. So this is called enhanced for loop and it is introduced in JDK 1.5.
Yes.
In JDK 1.4, you don't have this feature.
Okay.
So this is one of the very important feature. And the next one is see. Yeah, this is the next feature is I'll tell you. Okay, so far, right, every time how we are declaring integer age equal to 10.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the way we are declaring integer int. This is called as a primitive data type.
Okay.
Small int, small double. Okay, these are primitive data type.
Hmm.
Okay, so there is a wrapper class is there, integer
Okay.
in integer integer new age equal to
Hmm.
age. Okay, so this is a class, wrapper class, and it is available under java.lang package.
Hmm.
Okay, so in case of JDK 1.4 or 1.3, what we had to do, if you want to assign your
Hmm.
primitive data type to your wrapper class, what we have to do, you have to create an object
Hmm.
integer and you have to pass your primitive data type.
Okay.
So what you are trying to convert your primitive data type to wrapper class. So
Okay. So what do you mean by a wrapper class?
this is called as a wrapper class, integer. It's a class.
Okay.
So under wrapper class, its wrapper class is a group. Under that group, there is so many subclasses is there. One class is integer.
Okay.
Another class is float.
Okay.
Like float.
So what is the point in converting it like this?
Yeah, I will tell you. Okay. So sometime, right? Say for instance, string age equal to you are getting age as a 30 in a
Okay.
string format.
Hmm.
You want to convert this into a number.
Okay.
How you will convert? So this is an integer string format, right? But you
Hmm.
want to convert this age into number.
Okay.
Age str. Okay. So this age str is in string format, but you want to convert that into a number. Then you can able to apply a condition: age is greater than 30, or less than 30, or greater than 20, less than 20, right?
Yes.
If it is in string format, then you are not able to.
Compare it.
I mean, you are not able to compare. Correct. So if at all, if you want to convert that strings into a number, let me take, say for instance, passive or string. Now I want to take new age to int value int
Hmm.
my age. So now I'm passing here a string, and by using this object I can able to get
Hmm.
integer age.
Okay.
Got it right?
Mhm.
Now I can able to apply condition if my age greater than 10,
Mhm.
write something. Now we can able to apply conditions. You got it right? Initial age is a string. The string I am converting into integer, from integer to int.
Okay.
Say for instance, remove this one, remove these three. See, initially it is string to I converted as a.
Integer.
Now if you want, you can apply. See, it's this condition is true, and I can able to print something.
Okay. So so we have int my age and new age dot int value.
Yes.
What does that mean exactly? Uh,
So this is the one. If at all, if you want
Wrapper
to,
class, and we created a new wrapper class in the name of agestr. So
correct.
which basically converted it from string to integer,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, what did this mean? Yeah, a new age dot int value.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Int value means you are converting your string to int, primitive data type. So that you can able to apply these conditions only on primitive data types. You are not able to apply on
Okay.
this
So
class directly.
essentially, you're converting a string to a wrapper class, an integer wrapper class, and then you're converting the wrapper class into a primitive.
Primitive data type. Yes. Then if you have a primitive data type, then only you can able to apply these conditions. Otherwise, you are not able to apply.
Got it.
Less than, greater than, equal to, divided by, modify, all
Hmm.
those things. So sometime you have a integer, like say for instance, integer weight equal to 50.
Mm-hmm.
So now your requirement is you want to convert this weight to a string.
Mm-hmm.
So how to convert that one? So in JDK 1.4, the way to convert this primitive to wrapper class is, first right, you have to take integer my weight equal to new my weight, sorry, new integer, and I need to pass here weight. Then my weight dot, there is a method called dot to string, then you will get as a string.
Okay.
So this is the way we have to follow in JDK 1.4.
Hmm.
So now we are trying to convert this primitive data type to string.
Okay.
Okay, now we are trying to convert primitive data type to string.
Okay.
For that purpose, we have to create an object, and we have to.
So again, we are converting. We are putting it in the wrapper class.
Correct. Yes. This is in JDK 1.4.
Okay.
1.4. In JDK 1.5, what we can do. So let me comment out this code. I can rewrite that program, so I can assign directly as it is.
Hmm.
So I can able to assign directly like this.
Hmm.
So this is called as a boxing. Boxing means the compiler will create a JVM will create object for you. So here we are creating an object, right?
Mhm.
But here did I'm creating any object?
No.
So we can able to assign directly. So this is called boxing. Okay. And the second one is, say for instance you have an integer object. Integer. So integer object. If you want to convert to wrapper class, you can assign directly like this.
So okay. So here we converted an integer to a string
Hmm.
using the toString method.
Yes.
Earlier, we converted a string to an integer by creating a wrapper, putting it in an integer wrapper class and using the int value, right?
Yes.
So that is to convert from string to integer.
This is my requirement basically to get to convert that int to string directly. We are not able to convert. We had to go like this.
Yeah, no, I'm talking
Uh,
about line 11.
line number 11 here.
Yes.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah. So here we
Mm.
use that to convert a string to integer. We used int value.
Correct.
So int value and toString methods are kind of similar then, is it?
Int value to string method. No, it's different, right? To string
No,
method will
int
give you.
value is to convert to integer,
Hmm.
and toString is to convert an integer to string,
Correct. Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, they are serving similar purpose, converting to different.
For
Data
different
type.
data types. Yes.
So if it is a float, then it will be a float value.
Yes.
The-
If you have a float, then you have a float.
So first you'll be putting it in a float wrapper class.
Yes.
Then that wrapper class dot float value. Is
Yes.
it?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So for float also we have our own class.
Okay.
So this is a float class.
Mm-hmm.
So you can able to assign directly float.
Yes.
You same thing for double, long, short, int, every long for every primitive data type it is have its own wrapper classes.
Mm.
So basically it will save your coding effect. So here we can able to assign directly. Here I'm not calling any dot int value, dot float value. I'm not calling anything here, right?
Mm.
So that is the one of the major advantage feature in JDK 1.5.
Okay.
And this is like enhanced for loop, boxing, auto, and this one we used to call it as a unboxing.
Mm.
So here we are converting from wrapper class to
Mm.
primitive data type. So this feature we used to call it as a unboxing.
Mm.
And whenever you are converting from
Mm-hmm.
uh, primitive data type to wrapper class, this one we used to call it as a boxing. And whenever we are converting from wrapper class to primitive data type, this one we used to call it as a unboxing.
Got it. Got it.
This is one of the major feature in JDK 1.5.
Okay. So converting from one class to the other, I mean, one data type to the other is called, and then converting it back.
Yes, yes, yes. So that is based on your usage. You can convert it and convert it back or up and down.
Got it. So that whole processing is called boxing and unboxing.
Correct, correct. Yes.
So, so unboxing means you're converting a data type which has been converted into another data type.
Correct. Yeah. To wrapper class, to primitive data type, to primitive data type.
Yes. No. I mean, so first, to begin with, it has to be a primitive data type, and then they converted it into another primitive data type.
Yes. Okay.
Then we converted from that primitive type again to another primitive type.
Yes.
So that's called unboxing, right?
Unboxing. Yes.
Okay.
So if at all, if you want to do that, let me change my compiler to 1.4 and you will see a lot of compilation issues.
Hmm.
Now, so far I'm using 1.5. Let me go back to 1.4 JDK and you will see compilation issues. See.
Hmm.
Now what is weight? Int.
Hmm.
Now I'm not able to assign directly.
Okay, okay.
So now what is integer? Proper class. I'm not able to assign directly.
Got it.
So to fix these issues, what I had to do here, I had to write here new integer.
Hmm.
New integer I had to pass here. So I deleted it. I had to write here
Great.
one issue will fix. This is extra code I had to write.
Hmm.
And here to fix this issue I had to write this value. And to fix this issue I had to write here new float.
Yep.
So this is in case of 1.4.
Hmm.
So if you use 1.5, you no need to do this extra stuff. This
Got
one, and this one.
Hmm.
So this is major advantage in JDK 1.5.
Okay.
And we have, I think there is some other features. We will see it tomorrow.
Okay.
And if you see the enhanced for loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, now we are using JDK 1.4, so this for loop will not work.
Okay,
So it
okay.
is telling it's a compilation syntax error.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
At the
Got it.
same time, in 1.4, there is no enum keyword, so it is telling
Ah,
wrong.
okay.
Everything is failing.
Got it.
So
So
if I
1.5 is a very major release.
1.5 is very major release.
Okay.
So if I'll go back to the 1.5 or 1.6 or 7, it will work.
Okay.
I mean,
So after 1.5, then the other major release was 1.8.
other major release is 1.8. We have some useful changes. I mean 6 and 7 there is no much useful changes.
Got it.
So now all compilation issues are gone.
Okay.
And we will connect tomorrow same time. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks.